a potato. We're going to have a roast. Thought it'd be good to use some of the tools that I've accumulated in the garage to chop our potatoes for our roast tonight using the table saw. Now this is a wood blade, so it's maybe not the best blade for this. I think maybe the multi-material blade, which is currently on the miter saw, might be a better tool for this job, as that one obviously can cut metals, wood, plastics, whereas this one is just rated for woods. I'm not too excited about this one because I think the juices are going to go on the blade, and I don't know what implications that's going to have on my table saw, which is not the smartest decision, but we're going to do it anyway. So safety first. How am I going to hold this thing down? I don't particularly want my fingers too close to the blade on this one, or in any one for that matter. So I think I'm going to make a potato chopping jig, which will just be that pushing down on the potato, and I'll clamp that, and that should, maybe I'll do it on that side so it's better for the camera. Yeah, that should hold it still while we maybe just raise the blade into it. I was thinking I could put a screw through there into the potato to ensure it stayed still, but if I push down on that, I mean, if it gets chucked at me, I think there are worse things to get thrown at you than a potato, so I think I can accept that. Safety goggles. Do I want potato thrown at my face? Yeah, why not? And yeah, let's turn this bad boy on. Oh, the blade's gonna have to listen to that squeal. That should get us through. Right, I'm not gonna chop my clamp, am I? No. Okay. Oh, he's done a terrible rookie error. Right. Let's analyze it. It smells. I think maybe we won't have to roast these. Okay. Oh, cook quality. Okay, here we go. This is what we're all here for. So, first of all, chip ejection. I can see some juice here, some starch. So that's not amazing. We're going to get some fallout here. The blade itself feels, I don't know, does it feel a bit tacky? Maybe it feels a bit tacky now with starch on. We've got tear out. Let's have a look. Can't really see any. No real tear out. So okay, maybe the tiniest bit there. We've got a very clean cut there. I think my wife will be very pleased when we put these on the grill pan later and roast these. They definitely won't fall over when they're roasting. That's good. Smoothness. Oh wow, yeah, that's good amount of smoothness. I'd say if you was to have sanded this, that would be a good 5,000 grit. That's like metal bodywork for cars. Burn. I could definitely smell what smelled like burning, but I don't see any burn on here. That just looks like a bit of dirt from the blade. That'll wash out before we roast it. Kerf. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test Kerf, aren't I? We're gonna have to set up the jig again. Could do it this way now. Oh, no, we're okay. If we do it this way, and what I'm going to do is just raise the blade into it and see if Sir Potato can stay like... That wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, that's not moving. And then we'll just get the blade going. Definitely felt the chip ejection that time. Maybe that's why I should have worn the goggles. That's a very clean cut. The kerf I know on this blade is, I think, 3mm. Yeah, we're looking at about, yes, 3 mil. It's very clean cut along the sides. I could definitely chop the rest of the potatoes in this way. I think if I was to take a bit off there, a bit off there, take the top off, we'd have these beautiful cubed potatoes for our roast later. Okay, and the last thing I need to check is the edge squareness. Let's see. It's quite difficult on this one just because that isn't straight either, but I suppose we could straighten that up. It's probably important. Let's make sure that it's all, don't want to cut corners. Let's do it properly. Cut corners. I'm literally about to cut a corner. Update on the chip ejection. It's bad. There's chips everywhere. In fact, like I say, it's not really resting properly on this quick square, but that's a pretty good 90°. I mean, I know that's 90°, and you can see it's sat nicely there. That shadow doesn't count. That's just, there we go. I'd say the wood blade's good for this. I don't know about the other one. I don't think this would really sit on the miter saw well, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep chopping the rest of these and get these ready for a roast.
Quick update here. I'm starting to believe that the table saw might not be the best tool for cutting root veg, or at least potatoes, due to the amount of cleanup that I've now had to do since making this video. I've had to take the blade off, I've had to clean all around the inside of the blade where the dust normally gathers, and I've had to give the blade a good clean itself. So when preparing for roasts, I recommend maybe using a different type of saw just for potatoes. The carrots work great on this one though.